Hi, I'm Roz. I'm the owner of So Much Fun, where I love to share my knowledge and enthusiasm for sewing. A slip stitch we use to hand sew up hems or hand sew things together. And normally what we're trying to do is to stitch on one side, we barely want any stitching showing, and on the other one we need some secure stitching. So I've got myself a double thread. I've put a knot on the end, and again, whenever I'm stitching anything by hand, I will always do a couple of little stitches so I know I'm secure, even if I put a knot. And then I'm going to basically just pick a tiny bit up from one side, and then I'm going to just come along the fold on the other. So I don't actually see very much stitching, tiny bit on one side and then along the fold. So you don't actually see much stitching, and obviously you would normally be doing it with an identical coloured thread. I'm doing it in a slightly darker, in a green thread, because that shows up more. So you can see the little stitches on that side, but normally if they were the same colour you wouldn't see them. So again, tiny bit on that side and then come through along the fold. And tiny bit through along the fold. Now you would do them depending on what projects you're on. It depends on how evenly you do your stitching. So if you wanted to make sure that your hem wasn't going to come down at all, you would do them quite close together. But if you knew that you could, if you were like hemming a curtain, you could probably do them a lot further apart. But the key to sewing is actually always doing it evenly. So we're going to do a tiny bit and then along the fold. Much stitching. So on the right side, just got lots of little stitches, which again would disappear if you were using the right colour thread. And then on this side, it's sewn up really quite secure. And that's how you do